So the importance of me telling my story is because I know there are folks who are dealing with kind of looking at everything that's going on around them and trying to understand what they've been through and how they can make sense of it. I knew that coming out for me, if I did not talk about it openly and I didn't talk about all that I went through in relation to coming to terms with my own experience, I felt like I'd be losing something in relation to everything that I've been through. Coming out, I knew that I was taking a big risk. I knew that I was risking losing my family. I knew that I was risking losing religion, losing people in my religion that I had gotten extremely close to. And so there was this sense of urgency for me to say that in taking that risk and me understanding what that risk looked like, that I would have to be strong enough to understand that walking in my truth meant taking a risk. And so I think that that's the one thing that I've really been spending a lot of time with, trying to navigate and trying to get people to understand that the element of resiliency, the element of healing, is understanding what those risks are in your life. And as a queer person of color, knowing that that risk is there and being okay with that. So it's important for queer people of color to know too that when you make the decision to walk in your truth, that you're taking that risk, and that you're ultimately saying to yourself that you mean more than what other people think of you, that your life means more than living for other folks and living for their standards. And I think that's the biggest piece in this whole part of my life as I'm healing and as I'm navigating all of the different elements of my life that makes me who I am. I'm an educator, I'm an activist, I'm a speaker. All of these different pieces are risks that I'm taking in telling my story. And so I think if we can really get to a place where we're challenging queer people of color to really speak openly and honestly about what their healing process looks like, challenging them to say, where does the pain end? Where does the healing begin? And how can you take all of the experiences that you've been through and utilize those as opportunities for you to truly heal and understand yourself? I think that that is truly what this message, or the message that I have, and that's what I'm trying to convey. I want folks to start figuring out where their healing begins and where the pain ends. So ultimately, when people ask, what is Dr. John Paul? What is the brand? What are you doing? What are you ultimately trying to convey in everything that you've been doing? I'm speaking a message of bravery. I think it's important for people of color to understand that we are under attack in so many different elements of our lives. We're under attack for our race. We're under attack for the things that we believe. We're under attack for the way that we live and the way that we love. And so every day that you can get up and every day that you can ultimately say, I am strong enough and I can get through anything that life throws my way, you're not only being brave, but you're ultimately saying, I'm here. And I think that that's the one thing I really want people to know about me, not only just as a brand, but as a person. I want people to know that me telling my story and me walking everyone through and navigating all the things that I've been through is a piece of me being brave enough to say that I deserve to be here and I've earned the right to be who I am.